So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K20, and in today's video, we are going to be doing another one of the trading every player rebuild. Today, we're going to go ahead and use the Golden State Warriors. Now, if you guys don't know how these work, typically, I just have to trade every single person on this roster. Well, I don't do every single person, basically, anybody that's ever going to affect the team. And before we do get into this, I want to apologize because in the last one of these I did, I forgot to trade Patrick Patterson. He ended up being in, somewhat of my rotation. So, I mean, again, I don't think it affected anything too, greatly, but then again, I guess I failed the challenge a little bit, so I do apologize about that. That's my bad. Hopefully we'll not do it again. So as I mentioned today, using the Golden State Warriors, not really excited to trade Steph, Klay, Wiggins, Draymond, so that one's gonna be tough. It's obviously kind of part of the challenge. We'll still have a pretty good, actually no, we won't have a good pick because I have to start this at the beginning of the 2019-2020 year. So yeah, that sucks kind of. And also, if you guys didn't see my video yesterday with 6 Rings of Steel, basically we did like a big 3 challenge. It was who can get like the most regular season wins and then like playoff wins and then the most 90 overalls. I had a really good time doing that. Make sure to go check that video out right after this. And for those of you who are new coming from his video, I appreciate you guys so much. And of course, to my loyal OG subscribers and all the rest of you out there watching this video, you guys mean a ton to me. And I cannot thank you guys all enough. So let's hop into this rebuild right now. So it does kind of suck because like as much as I would, love to use Steph Curry because I rarely ever get to use him, unfortunately, he's going to be traded today. So let's start this one off with a bang. If you guys are new, make sure to smash that sub button. If you guys can leave a like down below, it helped me out a ton. So we do have 13 offers here for Steph Curry. Oh my dude, if I end up with this offer from Cleveland, I'm going to lose it. I might lose it. I mean, this one from the Celtics isn't, the worst offer. Paul George isn't that bad. Donovan Mitchell would be nice. Ingram's not terrible. Russ wouldn't even be that bad. I'm not a huge fan of this one with the Spurs. Just going through these offers again. I'm not. Oh my God, this is John Wall, it suck. We got to do. Actually, low key, if I move Steph to shooting guard, do I get any better offers? Because he does go up to a 97. Now we only have 5 offers, but I low key feel like they're all worse. I'm gonna move Steph back to point guard. All right, so we're gonna take one of these 13 offers. Actually, wait, I don't get any offers if I put them both up. Okay, no. How about if I put him and Wiggins up? No. How about him and Draymond? No. Pascal? Okay. Okay. You see, here's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to take one of these offers. There's no real rule against this, and you know what? I could either, Jaylen Brown and Kemba Walker would be super nice, and then Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris would be great. Chris Paul and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wouldn't be terrible. I just think Chris Paul's age is obviously kind of a bit of a factor, but he's proved a lot of people wrong. So let's see if we can go ahead and get one of these to go through. We're going to stop this one in 3, 2, and 1. And Jaylen Brown and Kemba Walker are coming over to Golden State. So I love Jaylen Brown. I know he progresses really well in this game. And then Kemba Walker, obviously one of the better point guards in this league anyways. So we're not going to get any offers there. Actually, I'm going to move Klay to small forward. His overall, yeah, does jump up to a 90. It probably won't affect too much, but maybe we'll get 1 or 2 more offers. Chris Middleton would be so nice here if we could get that to go through. Kristaps Porzingis would be great. Victor Oladipo's not even that bad. I don't really see a terrible offer here no matter which one it is. So we're going to go ahead and stop this one in 3, 2, and 1. And we end up with, okay. See how, 2 seconds ago when I said I didn't see an offer that was that bad, this is, one of the ones that isn't that good. So Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet, welcome to Golden State. But I guess, that's a part of the fun. It's a part of the challenge. Andrew Wiggins now is going to be the next guy, getting moved here. I'm not going to go through every single trade. We'll stop this one in 3, 2, and 1. Actually, in this one, we're going to go 1 to the left. And it's Otto Porter and Daniel Gafford. Or it would have been Andre Drummond. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? I just love torturing myself out here, I guess. I'm going to move Draymond to small forward. His overall does bump up. Okay. It used to be a lot more. And like in older 2Ks, his overall used to go up a lot more than just 1 and move him to small forward. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. I'm honestly not even that mad getting rid of this contract. I'm not going to get into my Draymond Green rant right now, but I'm fine with that. And we're going to stop this one in 3, 2, and 1. And do I want to go to the right or no? So this is the one I have right now. My eyes are still shut. If I go to the right one, this is my other one. And obviously this was my original one. I'm going to go with the original one. We end up, okay, I can't even trade for Andrew Wiggins. So I am just going to take the one on the right, which is going to be Tristan Thompson. Another big rule of these rebuilds are, I'm not allowed to trade for anybody that was originally on the Golden State Warriors or sign anybody, anything like that. Have him back on the roster in any way, shape, or form. So let's see. Is Marquise Chris on this team? Did I trade for him? I'm just totally forgetting here. And that's obviously, my mistake. But did I trade for Marquise Chris? Does not look like I did. So, I mean, I could be wrong, and he could have been on this team, and I just might not have known it, which I apologize if he was, but I honestly probably just missed it, and he could have been. But another big rule of this is, after I make all the trades, I can't make any other trades for the year. So, 3, 2, and 1. Enes Kanter and Tremont Waters. I think we have a lot of centers right now. Do we have a lot of centers right now? Yep. we got a lot of centers right now. Okay, let's see. Final couple moves here. Damian Lee, Kai Bowman. Get these ones out of the way, and then that'll probably be maybe one more trade after this one, and then 3, 2, and 1. Glenn Robinson and Norvell Pelly. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact pronunciation of his name. And then I think maybe one more Jordan Poole and Allen here, who does end up having some good trade value sometimes. And then I'll also throw Chason Randall in there. I'm not going to bother with Toscano or Dragon Bender because it's not going to matter that much. And then final one here, 3, 2, and 1. Matt Thomas and Patrick McCaw. You know what? Patrick McCaw has won a lot of NBA championships. Let me just tell you that. So, wow. We do not have a power forward. We have 2 point guards here off the bench, 6'1" and 6 foot. You know, it's kind of tough, but, I mean, one of them can obviously play a combo guard for us. God damn. Are there any, like power forwards in free agency I can sign? Maybe Nikola Mirotic. Do I have the money? All right. I'm just going to take that because, I need a power forward, and I'm not playing Tristan Thompson at power forward. I like him a lot more at that center spot, even though he is only 6'9", I believe. Yeah, he's a little undersized, but I'm okay with it. So, yeah, Kyle Lowry going to be coming off the bench here for us. Same with Fred VanVleet. I mean, these guys, it's nothing against these two guys. It's just like I had so many better trade offers for Steph Curry than Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet. But, again, it's not the end of the world. It's kind of like one of the fun parts of this rebuild. So I'm actually going to send Daniel Gafford to the G League, and then I'm going to go ahead and move Glenn Robinson into the starting line and give him 10. I think Daniel Gafford will develop really nicely for us, so I'm definitely excited to see what he can do. Thompson going to play about 33 a night. I want to get like 33 here to Mirotic as well. Otto Porter, 33 is honestly fine. Brown, like 36. 30, yeah. All right, and then we'll just give one more to Kyle Lowry. So a lot of guard minutes on this team. It's going to be a pretty heavy guard team. Daniel Gafford's going to be down in the G League. Honestly, I think Dragon Bender is on this team. I'm just going to release him into free agency just, in case anybody gets mad or anything. So rotation year number 1 here is done. Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, Otto Porter, Nikola Mirotic, and Tristan Thompson. Bench looks like this. Enes Kanter. Whoa. What in the world? How did he jump up there? All right, that's weird. How did Enes Kanter jump all the way up here? I have no idea that happened. I might have clicked something. Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Enes Kanter, and then Glenn Robinson the third. So I'm very obviously still excited to see how this team can do. Hopefully get a decent seed. I don't even know, though. I'll see you guys at the end of the first year. So it's a little bittersweet to end year number 1 here, and that's for a couple reasons. We went 60-22, which surprised the heck out of me. Like, I did not think this team had it in them to win 60 games, so I guess I really undervalued this team. Steph Curry does win MVP, though, for the Celtics, so that one does kind of sting a little bit, kind of what could have been. Ja Morant is your Rookie of the Year for the Memphis Grizzlies. Yusuf Nurkic, 6th man. Kawhi Defense Player of the Year. Bam Adebayo, Most Improved. Steve Kerr does win Coach of the Year for us, and we're a 1 seed. Wow, wow, wow. Really was not expecting this in any way, shape, or form. But hey, I love it. Kemba Walker was a stud for us. 24 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. How'd he shoot? 51% from the field, 47% from 3. It's a really solid year for Kemba. Jaylen Brown on the come up. Sounds really suspect when I always say that. Otto Porter, not a bad year. Let's see if a player option he does. Probably will opt into that. I'm up in the air on Otto Porter. Not a guy I get a ton. Mirotic was only on a 1-year deal, so he'll probably be gone. But a really solid year from him with 16 points, 8 boards. Almost a steal per game. 2 assists, 1 block. I mean, he was really solid. 41% from the field. Lowry, not bad off the bench. I'm surprised he wasn't a candidate for 6th man of the year with 15.5 points, 7 assists. Kanter, not bad. Fred VanVleet. Team stats on the year, we look at points per game. We were actually 3rd in the league, best in defense, and it actually gave us the best differential. So I thought this was going to be a lot harder than, I guess it's kind of making out to be. I mean, we haven't really done much yet besides win 60 games because, typically what I tend to care about is, championships and stuff like that. So we got a good matchup here in the first round with Houston. Let's see if we can get it done, and we do end up winning in 6. We got Memphis here in round number 2. Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks, Justice Winslow, Jaren Jackson, Jr. Valanciunas, Brandon Clark. Oh boy, that's a really good young team right there. We do have a little bit of experience even with the guys we traded for. We do end up sweeping them, so not too bad. And now we got LeBron and Anthony Davis. Yeah, it's just, we might have met our match at this one. Hey, we won game 1 though. Okay. Seriously? Yep. Excuse me. There it is. We end up losing in 6, and it's the Lakers and the 76ers in the NBA Finals. And the Lakers go on to win it in 5, and Anthony Davis is your Finals MVP. So we're going to head up to the draft lottery right now and see, I highly doubt I traded for any picks without even noticing. It's kind of funny because, like, in real life, the Warriors are, like, projected to have, like, I believe the top pick at the moment. the lottery really never pans out in anybody's favor. So Ryan Tucker, you can stay. Steve Kerr obviously not going anywhere. I like Ron Adams. 2 B- ratings isn't bad. I'm going to go ahead and try to sign Owen Masters here. James Graham is our head scout. And let's see if we can go ahead and get, Randy Martin with those 3 untapped potentials would obviously be huge for us. So after this, I don't really know what I want to do. I'm potentially considering maybe trading some guys. We do have the 29th overall pick. Matt Thomas, he wasn't on this team. He was in Toronto, I believe, correct? I don't think, oh boy. Yeah, I don't know if he was on this team. I don't think he was in the rotation. Patrick McCaw, welcome back to Golden State, I guess. I didn't really notice that. All right, I think Kyle Lowry's probably going to be in any trade. I mean, Kyle Lowry had a really solid year for us, don't get me wrong. I just don't see a possibility to get all 3 of these guys into the starting lineup. Like, theoretically, yes, I can move Jaylen Brown to small forward, and then I have one of these guys, but they're both 6 foot tall, and I don't really want to play one of them at the shooting guard spot, so I'm going to see if I can work on a deal. So the question is here, will Charlotte take this trade? Kyle Lowry, our first-round pick this year, our second-round pick this year, which is originally from Utah, and Patrick McCaw for number 1 overall. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get one guy and, pretty much focused on one guy, and they agree to that. And that is Anthony Edwards. I want Anthony Edwards on this team. I feel like he's going to be the perfect shooting guard. I'm going to move Jaylen Brown to small forward most likely, where, I think he was kind of originally drafted and probably suspected to play. So Anthony Edwards out of Georgia, welcome to Golden State. I guess San Francisco now. And yeah, super pumped to have him moving forward. Jaylen Brown going to slide up to that small forward spot where, I mean, he is 6'6", so maybe a little underrated, but then again, we kind of play in a positionless NBA today. I say we like I'm in the NBA, but team player options, Cantor's going to decline. I obviously went ahead and expected Otto Porter to accept that one. With Jaylen Brown coming in, I don't really feel like it's, fitting to play or to pay Otto Porter $20+ million to come off the bench maybe. So Norvel Pelle, unfortunately, I'm going to renounce the rights there. Tremont Waters he's okay, except he's just a little undersized, and I honestly don't think he'd probably be in the rotation anyways. So going to let both those guys go. We can take officially a look at what this team is looking like right now. Otto Porter's still here. So I do need a starting center, and I do need a starting power forward. And fortunately, we probably should have a decent little bit of cap space. Hopefully I can maybe trade Otto Porter for somebody really cheap, and let me see what I can do there. I did not think that was going to go through. I just went ahead and traded Otto Porter in a first-round pick for Clint Capella. Didn't mean to do that. That was the exact trade. It was, I don't even know how we had that Timberwolves pick. They might have it in real life, and I'm just not even, aware of that. But Clint Capella I kind of wanted to get because he's not making a ton of money. And I think Daniel Gafford's going to be a good backup, but he's not making a ton of money, which might leave me a little bit of room in free agency to go out and sign a power forward. So we definitely have some money here. It kind of breaks down to about $30 million a year. I just don't really know what other power forwards are going to be here that I could. Montrezl Harrell is not a bad option at all. Does he have any other offers right now? He does not. I wouldn't mind bringing him in. I mean, he's 6'7". I didn't think he was that short, but yeah, he's going to come in and fit perfectly. Fred VanVleet, I did not know was a free agent, but we're going to renounce his rights. And so welcome to the team. I'm really excited to have Montrezl Harrell going forward here. I think he's going to probably be a good fit. I mean, I think he's probably, a little bit more fit to be the center if we're talking about real life here. But again, this is a video game. It's not that hard to, switch guys' positions around. So let's see. Who do I not want to have a backup? I'm going to probably go with Jaylen Brown. Actually, no. Well, Edwards is definitely having one because he's a 79. I think, I'm going to go with Jaylen Brown or maybe Montrezl Harrell. One of those two was going to not have a backup. I think I definitely want a backup point guard on this team. Whoa. Cap space is not our friend right now. James Ennis, looks like I can low-key get, and he's 78 overall, only 30 years old, so that's not that bad. And then let's see some other guys I could potentially, oh, brother. Oh, this game is going to glitch and allow me to afford Tristan Thompson, who, I actually am probably going to keep as my backup center. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and move Gafford down to power forward. He's only 6'10", and again, it's a video game. These guys are probably going to fit here. So maybe trading James Ennis now, because I just said either Harrell or Brown's not going to have a backup. So let's move James Ennis for a backup point guard or shooting guard, one of the two, whichever comes first. He only is 6'6", but I don't want his overall to go down when I move him to either point guard. If I move him to point guard. So let's see. Of course, I'm not really getting any offers here that I'm loving. TJ McConnell, perfect. Welcome to, I guess, San Francisco now, TJ McConnell. And now I do need a backup shooting guard, and then we'll kind of call it. What I'm actually going to probably end up doing here is I'm going to go ahead and sign Sean Livingston. And when you move him up to small forward, I'm sure the majority of you guys knows, but when you move Sean Livingston up to small forward, his overall actually does bump up 2 overalls. I would technically probably keep him, or 3 overalls, excuse me, but I would keep him. I just think, he would probably regress. I'm actually not going to even throw in a first-round pick here. So, Shake Milton, that is absolutely perfect. We don't have to give him a first-round pick. That is not the end of the world because I think this team is ready to compete. I'll see you guys at training camps. So I'm going to go ahead and send Anthony Edwards on tap potential. Okay, he was already at an A+. Probably should have realized that. I think probably, let's see, offensive fundamentals, maybe to Montrezl Harrell. Actually, it's some, wow, he has a 99 offensive consistency. Did not know that one. And then, oh boy, maybe Jaylen Brown to perimeter shooting. Actually, no, I'm going to send Kemba Walker to perimeter defense. I think that's actually probably a little bit of a better use. So we are all set, and I will see you guys now with the rotation. So our rotation here is all set for year number 2. Kemba Walker, Anthony Edwards, who was weird enough, the game wanted to come off the bench. As you can see under suggested, it only says 14 minutes, which is really weird. They wanted Shake Milton to start. I'm not going to go that route. Our number 1 overall pick with an A+ potential, you know, seemingly having him in the starting lineup seems like, you know, pretty good idea to me. Jaylen Brown in here at our starting small forward spot, Montrezl Harrell, and then Clint Capella do round out our starting 5. Bench looks like this: Daniel Gafford, Tristan Thompson, TJ McConnell, and then Shake Milton. This team looks even a lot better than last year. Maybe not so much the bench, but I think the starting lineup definitely looks a lot better than last year. And I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. A very good year number 2 for us, where we go 65-17. I'm really pumped about this team right now. Giannis, Anthony Edwards does get rookie of the year for us, 21 points, 5.5 boards, 5.5 assists, 2.5 steals. Very excited to have him moving forward. 48% from the field, 74 from free throw. Not the greatest, but again, still a rookie. Almost 38% from 3. Victor Oladipo's 6th man is back in Oklahoma City. Excuse me. Kawhi Defensive Player of the Year in LA. Kevin Porter Jr. most improved, and then Steve Kerr, back-to-back years, is your coach of the year. So we do have Phoenix here in the first round. I'm just going to show you their lineup right now, you know, before we do get into the standings and, you know, some stats. So, whoa. Lakers, 48 wins, enough for the 2 seed. Pretty interesting there. Jaylen Brown led us in scoring. Then it was Kemba, Anthony Edwards, Montrezl Harrell was super solid. Daniel Gafford, wow, more points than Clint Capella. But then again, Clint Capella, 12.5 points, 12.5 boards. 8.5 defensive rebounds is just crazy in general. And then 1.5 blocks per game. He was really good. Rest of this team, Tristan Thompson, TJ McConnell, Shake Milton, and then Kent Bazemore got a few minutes in there as well. So just showed you that starting lineup for Phoenix. Let's see if we can maybe get this first round win. I would obviously love to do that. Maybe get some gameplay in here for you guys. And, you know, maybe go back to back. If we can win one this year and, you know, win one next year in the 3rd year, that would be absolutely perfect way to, you know, kind of end this rebuild sort of. We end up beating Phoenix in 5. We got New Orleans here in round number 2. Lonzo, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Marquise Chris. That is a crazy defensive backcourt right there with Lonzo Ball and Drew Holiday, but not an easy matchup at all, especially, you know, still with a rookie in our starting lineup. It's the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets there in the bottom of the West right below us. We somehow sweep New Orleans, which is, again, crazy to see, but, you know, I'm not complaining. Now we got the Lakers, who did beat us last year. Let's see if we maybe get a little bit of revenge this year. Got Jahlil Okafor in their starting lineup. It's Washington and Boston over there in the East. If we actually go to the finals right now and we have to face Boston, we're going to be facing our old friend, Stephen Curry, Marcus Smart, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum. I mean, this lineup is just, it's crazy. Like, I'm really scared, to be honest with you right now. Let's see if we can get it done here. We're tied at 1-1, up 2-1, up 3-1. Let's go. You'll love to see we're here on our home court. Can we pull this one off? I'd love to get some gameplay for you guys, and there we go. I will see you guys in there. So I'm obviously super pumped about us, you know, getting a championship in here. It kind of warms my heart after, you know, trading away an MVP. It's just a tough thing. Eric Pascal. Oh, I forgot we even traded him there. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Is this what actually the new Warriors court looks like? I haven't seen it, to be honest. I just haven't watched really many Warriors games, and obviously the NBA season is kind of on pause right now. Chase Center. I didn't know it was called that. Good to know. The more you know. Kemba's got 20 on the night for us here. I'm trying to go pick and roll. If this is your guys' first time watching me, you know, actually get some gameplay, you should know. I think I just proved it there. I'm not very good in game. I'm kind of more just better at just rebuilds in general. Oh my God, that was weird. But yeah, I'm not very good at gameplay. Typically in these times, I like to just kind of discuss if it's just a normal rebuild, kind of like what I think the team should do going forward. And obviously when you look at the team like the Golden State Warriors, who had an off year, obviously, I mean, Kevin Durant ended up leaving. Steph Curry was hurt pretty much all year. He only played a couple games. Klay Thompson, I don't believe, has played a single game for them. Obviously ended up trading D'Angelo Russell. It's interesting. Like, they're in a really interesting spot. If they get the first overall pick, I know I saw a couple reports saying they're not even interested in James Wiseman, but he kind of feels like the final piece to me. He really does. Like, I don't think you need like a LaMelo Ball or even an Anthony Edwards because you're going to have Klay Thompson, obviously. And then I kind of like giving Wiggins like an option or a spot as like the 3rd option on a team. I mean, obviously, as a former number 1 overall pick, nobody really expected him to, you know, eventually be on. I mean, maybe. Whoa, what just happened? Like, nobody really expected him to be a 3rd option on a team, but it is what it is. Not every first round pick or first overall pick obviously works out. Anthony Bennett. But yeah, I think that's what they should do. I think James Wiseman will probably be a good fit. I mean, could I be totally wrong if we go back and look at this video in like 4 or 5 years? Yeah, I definitely could be, but that would probably be my pick. You know, if I was running Golden State, it's just kind of like the biggest position of need right now. I think the rest of your lineup is probably good, but then again, I'm not in charge. Go ahead and draft whoever you want. So those are kind of my thoughts. It's not like they have a lot of cap space anyways, so they really can't go out and like make a stupid signing. And then that team's honestly like a contender. Like it's not like they were ever not a contender. They just had injured guys. So like I think that's a big thing because everybody's like, Clint Capella really got to step out of bounds. Everybody's like, oh, the Golden State dynasty is over, which given it might be, but like they're still going to be a really competitive team, and I don't think a lot of people are realizing that, which is kind of crazy. But beside the point right here, let's finish up some gameplay right here. I'll probably do this as my final defensive possession, and then do one more offensive. See if we can solidify this championship on something a little big. All right, just gonna try to play defense here with Montrezl Harrell. Good. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. I thought he might have gotten all ball, but we ended up missing that one. So Robert Williams to the charity stripe for 2 right now. Misses the first one. You love to see it. I love Robert Williams in real life. I mean, if you didn't know, I'm a diehard Celtics fan, and he was really good before he had, I believe, a hip injury for a decent chunk of this season before, when we still had basketball. Oh, God, I want it back. I want it back so badly. All right, let's see if we can just torch Steph. Kemba, come on, hit it for me. Clint Capella with the putback. Let's go. I'll see you guys at the Finals MVP. I'm going to take a guess here, and I'm going to say Jaylen Brown. And it's actually Anthony Edwards in his rookie season. 25.5 points, 7 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 1 steal, half a block, 47% from the field, almost 35% from 3. So we do get a championship. Obviously, the goal now is to go back-to-back. I'm really happy because I honestly did not think this team would be doing this well. So let's go ahead and look. I don't think we have any picks here in the draft lottery. Yeah, I don't actually think we have any picks in general, which is it's okay because, again, I don't really need any pick going forward. Perfectly fine with this staff. Randy Martin is still an A, so that is perfect for me. Let's head up to the draft and we just double check and make sure we don't have any second-round picks, anything like that, which we do not. So obviously not going to be drafting anybody here. Don't really need anybody going forward. Team player options, Daniel Gafford, I would love to have you back. Qualifying offers, none here. I actually might look to make a trade because, it's one of my bigger pet peeves, like leaving the starting lineup the same for 2 years in a row. I don't know why. It's a really weird thing. It's just a little bit of a pet peeve I have. So if we look at this roster right now, pretty much everybody's here but TJ McConnell from last year. So I think I maybe could throw Tristan Thompson in a trade and find something. So I'm going to work on something, might be cooking something up, and let's see what we can do. So these are kind of all the assets I have, and I think Kristaps Porzingis would be a really cool trade to make. So Montrezl Harrell, Shake Milton, and a first for Porzingis. I only have 2 seconds left. I cannot obviously, offer that protection backup, and they still don't want to do it. There's nothing there. All right. I'm considering making a trade right here for, where the hell is he? Domantas Sabonis. I don't know if I want to do it. Pacers would require $5 million more. You see, I definitely think I could maybe get a good bench piece. Wow, I forgot I gave him Draymond. Could I maybe get Aaron Holiday out of this as well? They want Shake Milton for Daniel House. You know what? I'm going to do this. Domantas Sabonis, not a guy I get a lot. I mean, we're kind of replacing Aaron Holiday or Shake Milton with Aaron Holiday. Then Daniel House, I could trade, and so we'll see. I'm happy with that. We also do pick up a trade exception, which isn't huge, but it could be something. So does Daniel House? Oh shit! No, he hasn't been on this team in a couple years. It's just his pictures from Golden State. So Daniel House is going to get traded for a backup shooting guard, and then we are pretty much all set. Let's go ahead and send that final first and second round pick we have. Zaire Smith's probably going to be the guy. He's a really good fit here. I would tend to think. Damian Lee I'd love, but he was obviously once a Warrior. And Jerome Robinson too, but Zaire Smith's going to be the guy. That is our final trade. We are all set. That's 9 guys. I will see you guys at training camp. So I don't really know why. I kind of feel like sending Domantas Sabonis to untapped potential. Maybe see if we can get his overall where Montrezl Harrell was. But again, it's not probably the best trade in the world. I'm sure I'm going to get some criticism in the comments, which is totally okay. It's your right to comment whatever you want in this video, but we'll see what we can do going forward. Athleticism is kind of something I've always been interested in. I maybe would have sent that to Sabonis, but obviously we just sent him there to untapped potential. I think maybe basketball 101 to, who do I want to send this to? Maybe Anthony Edwards. Damn, he has a 94. Well, he had a 94 shot IQ before this. That's pretty cool. And then perimeter shooting, might just send to Kemba Walker. Damn, 97 mid-range up to an 88 3. We're all set. I'll see you guys with the rotation at the start of the third and final year, boys. Let's go. So another big reason I really wasn't too worried of, making the Montrezl Harrell trade, just to get Sabonis in here, another guy who, hasn't really been here. Let me go through the rotation first. Kemba, Edwards, Brown, DeMontis Sabonis, Clint Capella. It's because our sixth man here is Daniel Gafford, who's an 85 overall power forward. So, that's kind of my thought process there. If you guys disagree with it, feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'm obviously always open to constructive criticism. Rest of the bench looks like this: Tristan Thompson, Aaron Holiday, and then rounding it out is Zaire Smith. Let's go try to repeat, boys. Excited to see if we can get this done. See you guys at the end of year number 3. I promise you I did not override that at all, but Anthony Edwards just won an MVP. And we went 74-8. Whoa, sorry, hit my mic. Total surprise here in year number 3. Anthony Edwards is only in his second season, and the dude just won an MVP award. If you want to say I overrid it, you can say that. There's no point of me overriding an award like that, but it's okay. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. The dude's a stud. Spencer Dinwiddie, sixth man, is now in Washington. Anthony Davis, he wins Player of the Year. Shake Milton, Most Improved. That sucks. I feel like it always happens, though. It's so weird. It's like right after I lose a guy or trade him or let him go to free agency, he always wins Most Improved. And I don't know if that's like a weird thing built into 2K, but let me know if you guys have been, noticing stuff like that down below in the comment section as well. Steve Kerr, third year in a row, does win Coach of the Year. So I couldn't be happier with this team, to be honest. I think we honestly just meshed really, really well together, and I'm pretty pumped with it. Anthony Edwards led us in scoring, then it was Kemba, Jaylen Brown, DeMontis Sabonis. So maybe a few less points than Montrezl Harrell would have put up, but I kind of like the fit better, honestly. That's just my opinion. Gafford was super solid. Clint Capella, 12 points, 11.5 boards, all I need. Aaron Holiday, Tristan Thompson, Zaire Smith. We take a look at rebounds per game. That went to Clint Capella. Assist was Kemba Walker. And now let's go ahead and maybe look into some more Anthony Edwards stats. 53% from the field, 43 or almost basically 42% from 3. So, absolutely crazy. We got Portland here in the first round. 2 very good point guards here with Kemba Walker and Damian Lillard. I would say Dame's pretty much better no matter what. But 2 MVP candidates, I guess with Anthony Edwards, which is pretty crazy to say, but he ended up doing it. So that's cool to see. We're up 2-0 on Portland. We quickly make it 3-0. Let's close them out in a sweep right now. There we go. Boom. Boom. We get that done. Moving on to the Western Conference semifinals. We take a look here with the Memphis Grizzlies, and there's a fly above my head. Good Lord, it's like I live in a barn. Ja Morant, whoa. DeAnthony Melton, Kawhi Leonard signed with Memphis. Jaren Jackson Jr., Jonas Valanciunas. That should be like a 2 seed. That shouldn't be a 5 seed, but oh, come on, man. Don't tear my heart out right now. Let me get another championship here. Dallas is already in the Western Conference Finals, 3-3. And so I apologize. I just got, I had a family member walk in, and I don't live alone, for those of you who believe that I do, but I got interrupted, and I'm obviously not going to, keep that in there. So we're on to the Western Conference Finals here, taking on Dallas. Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic, Juan Toscano, Maxi Kleber, Kristaps Porzingis. All right. I think, honestly, Memphis is better than this team that we're facing right now. It's Philadelphia and Milwaukee over there in the East. We are up 3-1 here on Dallas and moving on to face Giannis in the Bucks. Bledsoe, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, Bruno Fernando. It doesn't look like they changed too much of their team. Is George Hill still in the Bucks in real life? I have no idea. I don't know why I thought he was on a different team. I could be totally wrong about that one. But let's see if we can go back to back, and Milwaukee's up 3-1. No. Don't do it to me. No. We lose in year number 3, and Giannis does finally get a ring. So that one kind of stings a little bit, but again, we still won a championship and an MVP in a totally unexpected fashion. So if you guys enjoyed and could leave a like down below, it would mean a lot to me. If you guys are new, please make sure to subscribe. I would love to have you here, and I'm sure everybody else in our very supportive subscription community would also like to have you here as well. So thank you guys all so much for watching. If you could leave a like, it would also mean a lot to me. Leave any other video ideas down below in the comment section. So you guys are going to be seeing this on Friday. So I believe Saturday you guys will see Behind the Basket episode 2. Make sure to check that out. It's going super well so far. I'm getting a ton of loving support on it, and I cannot thank you guys all enough. Once again, though, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.